Crimson Comet to head back home.
Thanks for your help, Jay.
Yeah, if it wasn't for you two and Jesse, it'd be a completely different story in the news right now.
You were a big part of that, Iris. Credit where credit's due.
My sentiments, exactly.
So when you get home, you need to rest. Your glucose levels are pretty low.
Thanks. When I get back, I think I'll be doing nothing but getting rest.
Meaning?
I've been at this hero game a long time. A long time. And after today, I'm thinking about trying my hand at something new.
Like what?
For starters, training someone to take over.
There's another Flash on your Earth?
There will be. Soon as I'm done training her.
When do you think we're good with the speed?
Big mistake.
What's up YouTube, Warstu here, and happy Comic-Con week. So it's Comic-Con this week, the biggest week for my channel in theory. So Comic-Con starts on Thursday night with the preview night, properly starts on Friday through to Sunday, but everything's going down Warner Bros. DC wise in Hall H on Saturday. So make sure to check out this channel and all my socials, they're in the link below, to keep up to date with all the Comic-Con news. So The Flash Season 5 isn't coming back to October, but there have been more rumours and leaks, so take this with a pinch of salt, as most of the stuff in this particular leak stroke rumour is pretty predictable. So the scoop comes from Pagey, so full credit to Pagey. He broke the story, broke the news, whatever you want to call it, first, and also credit to where it came from, which is CC Spoiler, which is actually an account on Twitter. It's not verified or anything. It doesn't even have a profile picture. It's just a random account posting stuff. But if the Supergirl spoiler account is anything to go by last season, that was wrong when it said Mon-El was going to leave and Wynn was going to leave, etc. So it was actually true. So I believe partially some of this could be very good in the sense that it actually could pan out and could be right. So in no particular order. So it just says this: Nora Allen future scene, which is pretty cool. Nora Allen will have a different hair. I presume this means different hairstyle. It could have been worded a bit better if you ask me. This is good, as we need to know the context where she's from. Obviously based on what Todd Helbin says, she's from 30 years in the future. So a different hairstyle, haircut will make it easier for the general audience to understand which is the present day and which is a future scene, as they might not understand which is a future scene and which is a present scene. And obviously it'd be good to see whatever year she's from, obviously being 30 years in the future, which is pretty cool because she came back in time to see her father and created a Nora Allen flashpoint, I guess you could say. So Wally is planned for 3 more appearances this season, totaling 4 in total, including episode 1. We already know this because the actor's been posting stuff on his Instagram stories about episode 1, him coming back for more appearances, which is pretty cool, but I just wish they could keep him around a bit longer. But I suppose having multiple Speedster does limit bringing other Speedsters in. So the next one is a bit strange, and I'll tell you why in a sec. Jay Garrick appearance is unknown yet, as he is set to appear in an episode with Avery Ho, the only episode planned for him. So this one doesn't really make any sense to me. Why? Because obviously in the Flash Time episode, Jay Garrick said he was training up a new Speedster, and most people presume this was Mystery Girl. I don't know why you would think that, because you could clearly see Mystery Girl was already trained, and she's probably more advanced than Barry Allen, to be honest. But the leak says no idea where he's appearing, but he's appearing with Avery Ho, which is a bit misleading because you know when he's appearing, if this is true. You just don't know the episode title or the episode number. But it's pretty cool that they're not going to create another plot hole, and they are going to follow up the line when Jay Garrick says, I'm going to be retiring, but I'm training up a new Speedster to take over, which is interesting. So obviously this leads on to New Earth 3 Speedster is Avery Ho. No plans for episode introduction yet. I presume that is inferring to they don't know what episode title it will be. So Avery Ho is the new Speedster. If this is true, this is pretty cool because it means we're going to be getting 2 new Speedsters this season, being Nora Allen and potentially Avery Ho, possibly. But obviously we are losing Kid Flash. So Avery Ho is pretty cool. She did first appear in the DC Rebirth The Flash, which if you do watch the Flash TV show, you should be watching and reading if you are obviously listening to ebooks. The Flash War storyline that's gone on at the moment, I think they're on issue 55. It's a pretty cool storyline. She first appeared in the 3rd issue of DC Rebirth The Flash. Lightning strikes twice, which is pretty cool. If this is true, it could be cool because it means they could introduce the infamous Godspeed that every single person on the world wants at some point. So during the Speed Force storm, Chinese-American teenager Avery Ho gained super speed like the Flash. She was mentored by Barry Allen and Mina, who would later become the Negative Flash, spoiler alert if you haven't actually read the comic, and chose to keep her speed powers after most others didn't. She later got taken in by the China White and tricked into joining the China White triad. She turned against China White in the end though and joined the Justice League of America as the Chinese Flash, which is interesting. Pretty cool character, interesting. Like I said, it's fairly recently. The Flash TV show doesn't really do the new storylines. They tend to pull from the New 52. So if they are pulling from the most recent stuff, could we be seeing a Flash War potentially on the Flash TV show? That would be insane, but the budget of this TV show probably couldn't sanction it. Now the next one makes absolutely no sense. I made a video about this a while ago. I'll link it in the end of the video. No plans for Black Flash. This makes no sense. I made a video about this. So she created the whole Flashpoint in theory by coming back in time, helping Barry Allen, stopping the satellite. So she was interfering with events that was supposed to play out in effect. So Jay Garrick said if you change anything, it has a time ripple. So her coming back in the timeline has created little ripples throughout the Flash multiverse, I guess you could say. So if the Black Flash doesn't come, the continuity of this show is going to have a massive plot hole. Again, Black Flash has to really appear for Nora, or else what was the point of introducing Black Flash? Yes, I know it's linked to the whole Zoom storyline, but if Black Flash doesn't come for Nora, it made no sense introducing Black Flash in the first place. So like I said at the start of the video, Paigey, who is a pretty decent sized YouTuber in the Flash world at least, credits him, go check him out. He dropped the scoop for this, and obviously CC Spoilers, I don't know if their account is private or public, but I will leave the name for the account. I think it's capital letter C, small c, spoiler, and they've been posting a handful of tweets about this. Like I said, there's no new real information here, but it is a bit of context, maybe. I mean, the only cool thing here is Avery Ho, and the fact that it kind of does confirm, if it is true, like I said, take it with a pinch of salt, Nora Allen future scenes, but it's nothing that you wouldn't already predicted yourself. So anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment. As I said at the start of the video, we will be covering most of the Comic-Con stuff, definitely all the Flash, Arrow stuff, and some of the Marvel stuff being, I know it's Sony, Venom, and some other stuff, but I will post a schedule on the community tab at some point later this week. So anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon guys. Catch ya later.